What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and today, man, I'm disappointed in the flame. Today, we're going to be talking about this awful Utopia merch shipping situation, and I'm making this video for all of you who have had questions about your shipping, so make sure you guys stay tuned. So just know you're not the only one that's going through it with the delays, and I do hope we get some positive news soon. Now, it does feel like everybody and their mother, including the camels in Egypt, have gotten their merch before myself, and I've been checking my email like a damn crackhead, but unfortunately I haven't had any new updates. The irony of this is that I really didn't want to make this video because just 3 weeks ago, my most popular video ever, the first thing I say about this Utopia merch that excites me is the fact that it was going to be quick shipping. I mentioned how in the past, Travis Scott merch tends to take 6 to 8 weeks, even longer to ship, and the first merch bundles advertised shipping within 1 week of the album, meaning this past Friday. Unfortunately, this is as far as I've gotten, and I'm starting to think that they probably just created the label within the first week just to say that they met that goal of shipping within the first week, if that makes sense. Other than that, I've basically been sitting at this level of progress, and I'm still missing even shipping confirmation on at least 6 pieces. Now, you might think that this is kind of like a first world problem, and I agree it's definitely annoying, especially since I spent around $700 on this merch drop. But we're going to take a look at why this is especially annoying here in just a second. And I also do want to point out that I've had many international fans comment on my recent videos covering this Utopia merch drop that have let me know that they can't even purchase any of these pieces because unfortunately they don't ship to their location. So again, I definitely understand, and I don't want to sound like I'm complaining because there are people that weren't able to cop anything. While we're looking at this latest Utopia merch drop, we might as well take a look at this God's Country piece right here just to kind of prove the whole point of this video. Now, there's no problem when the piece is advertised to be taking 6 to 8 weeks or even longer to ship out because I totally understand what I'm getting myself into when I'm making the purchase. Now, one thing that's definitely surprising and has me kind of scratching my head, for example, is this black cause piece. When I purchased it myself, along with the vinyl bundle for Utopia, it said that it was shipping within 1 week of the album, and I still haven't received it. Since I've purchased the tee, it's been taken down and re-uploaded on this website several times, so it makes me wonder if I should now be expecting 6 to 8 weeks shipping along with anybody else that went ahead and purchased it. And you might be wondering, why is it that artists actually do things like this? And it's because more than likely they're basically doing these pre-order merch drops so they have an idea just how many pieces to create so they don't end up getting stuck sitting on them. But again, although I think this hoodie is hard and I mentioned it the last time I saw it, I don't think it's worth waiting 3 to 4 months for because you're probably going to forget about it. Now, just to reinforce the whole point of this video, we're going to take a look at the original merch bundles that dropped as part of the first Utopia merch drop. The main thing I want you to pay attention to is the fact that the shipping time is being advertised still to this day as shipping within 1 week of the album release, which at this point I can say has definitely not happened for myself and many other people that have commented on my videos. So again, this is what I think is pretty flawed about this whole release, and I don't know if it's because they have more orders than they anticipated or they didn't produce enough pieces, because I have seen some people on YouTube and online starting to get them. However, I'm not one of those lucky people, so I wanted to just make this video for everybody else that's been confused, upset, and wondering if they've been played or finessed by Travis Scott. And if you are one of the lucky few that has received your Utopia merch pieces, or if you've started to, let me know in the comments. I'm sure it would do us all good just to see that some of us other fellow fans have started to get them. And of course, let me know what you think about the quality and what do you think about this whole release so far. And I also wanted to point out while I was doing the research for this video that I have seen a lot of people getting the briefcase in, for example, on YouTube. So a little bit later in this video, we're going to be taking a look at one such review. And from what I saw while making this video, I am definitely not happy with the quality of the briefcase, especially given that retail was $150. So you guys are definitely going to have to let me know what you think about it in the comments. Now, like I said, some people have been lucky enough to get their pieces in, and I wanted to do a little bit of research and see just how crazy people were starting to price it when it comes to resale. So in just a moment here, we're going to be taking a look at the famous website Grailed, where a lot of people tend to sell streetwear and things like that. As you can see, here's somebody trying to double their money on one of the first Utopia tees, which I think is insane, given that you can still pick them up for retail, but I guess to each their own. Now, what is disappointing to me is the fact that people are trying to resell these Circus Maximus tees for a bag, but I get it because everybody's trying to get their money up. And if you missed the story behind the tees, they were given out at select AMC movie theaters for free during the original screening night of Travis Scott's new movie, Circus Maximus. So the fact that people got them for free and are trying to make over $200 on them, I think is kind of whack, but again, to each their own. Now, sometimes I do like looking at Grailed like this because you'll see some rare pieces that weren't available online, like the Rolling Loud Miami Utopia merch tee. And I always like to get a good laugh when I see somebody pricing these Utopia tees for $500 and before that $1,000. I don't know what kind of stuff they were smoking, but they're definitely insane if they think they're going to get those prices, especially given that these shirts are still available for retail on Travis's website right now at shop.travisscott.com. And like I say, when it comes to buying anything secondhand, if the price is too good to be true, it more than likely is. And shout out to the YouTube channel Music on Repeat. As you guys can see, they're the original guys that got this briefcase, but we're going to be taking a look at it in this video, and I'll make sure to include their original review in my description. Now, as you can see from this briefcase, it's kind of upsetting that this thing was $150 retail, and if you ask my opinion, it looks super cheap. It looks like somebody kind of took a Sharpie and basically wrote the Utopia logo on it, which I'm not too happy about. Overall, I mean, I don't own a briefcase, but this one definitely doesn't look like anything special, and it doesn't look like the leather on it is even really good quality. And just to clarify the rumor, if you haven't already heard, according to the Cactus Jack Discord, allegedly what was going to happen is that some briefcases were going to get a golden ticket, which was an invite to the tour. However, that was proven to be a hoax. Now, after all of these albums and these reviews I've done on the merch, let me know in the comments which merch is your favorite. I've definitely asked it over the last few videos, but I know people's opinion can change, and right now, I'm not too happy about this Utopia merch release because of the shipping. And as always, guys, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching these videos, liking and subscribing, and don't forget, whenever the upcoming Utopia tour gets announced, I'd like to do a ticket giveaway to make sure one of you guys gets the opportunity to go experience Utopia live. If you like this video, let me know in the comments, and again, I hope that we do get our merch updates as quickly as possible. And as always, guys, stay safe. Thanks for cooking with the kitchen, and it's lit. Straight up. Peace.